Hey guys, I wanted to share with you a little trick that I use when I want to add a little weight or add a little action or keel my fly. And I carry with me this little container. Inside of it, it has some swivels, but more importantly, it has different sized tungsten beads in it. And you could use copper, brass, whatever it is that you want. And they range from 1/8 in tungsten all the way up to this giant 7/32 tungsten bead. But in order to do that, I'm going to incorporate the beads into a loop knot. Now, in order to do that, I just do an overhand knot and or a granny. And I'm going to, typically if I was going to do a loop, I'd put it in, but I'm going to take one of my countersunk beads. This happens to be a 3/16, and I'm going to feed the bead in with the front of the bead going towards the granny. And what I mean by the front, it's the curved spot. We'll have the countersunk end, which is going to go to the streamer, and the countersunk will nest just perfectly with the copper top here. So I'm going to go into from the bottom through the eye. And it's important that you go through the bottom of the eye, otherwise your bead is going to flip your fly on upside down. So now I'm going to feed the tag end through the overhand knot or the granny, and I'm going to cinch down on the leader end and get that knot nice and tight. The cool thing is, at this point, it allows you to adjust the size of the loop by pulling on the tag end. And as far as the size, I like it to be about 2 times the size of the bead. So that's a little big, just gonna pull a little tight. That's a little small, gonna pull on the leader end. And just like Goldilocks, that's just right. So now I'm gonna pinch that granny, and I'm going to go up and over the leader. So we've got the leader there. I'm going to go under once, and I'm going to go over again. So I've done a double granny. Nothing complicated. Over the top once, over the top again, and through twice. And now I'm holding on to the tag end, and I'm pulling down towards the fly. And why I do that is because I'm not trying to change the size of where that tungsten bead is currently nested. And I will, now that I'm down at the knot itself, I'm going to pull tight on both ends. Now I'm going to hold on to the copper top for the final tightening. Typically I'd put a little lube there, but I'm going to pull tight both ends. And what you can see is how nice that knot cinches and how nice that bead looks in there. So I'm just going to come in. I'm going to cut that tag off, and you can go as close as you want to the end. But you can see how beautifully now that tungsten bead sits on the bottom. Again, it helps you with weight, it helps you with action, it'll help keel the fly. It's just a cool little trick, and I hope that helps you out.